Hi everyone. Today I want to share a method I use to apply a data visualization for highlighting fixtures and colors on top of a black and white or gray render. Just so it gives in a quick glance the types of fixtures or just a rapid overview of the different types of fixtures across the board. Something like this, maybe something like that. And it's a workaround that I found because what happens is, let's say we start here with this very simple setup. We're in the shaded renderer, and let's say we want to apply the data visualization I have to highlight the fixtures and colors. I'll just click update, and it works, of course. And in this case, on a very simple rig, it's fine. But on a more complex setup, I often find that for really tech paperwork, all the colors, the textures, it gets crowded and visually confusing. I want to really simplify it. So what I would do, of course, what you try is, well, instead of shaded, you go to a hidden line instead. I'll click update, and Vectorworks renders it in hidden line, but we lost the color overlay. The data visualization is still there, but the hidden line renderer does not have a concept for colors. It doesn't know how to interpret them. Where I want to go is here. I want a hidden line, but I want to highlight the fixtures on top. And here's the method I found. What we will be pretty much doing is like a Photoshop layer on top of the other. And it's by doing a duplicate viewport. So I'll copy that viewport, edit and copy, and before just pasting it, I want to paste it in place. Paste in place means that it will be pasted exactly on top. Now, I could move it like this. We could see that there's a duplicate of it. I'll just undo that because I really want to put it back where it was. So I'll use Control M instead and move it, 1 feet, let's say. So it's right there. On the top one, I'm going to disable every other layer except the lighting. Well, there's not much on this file anyway, but you get the point. Everything else will be disabled except the lighting. Now, we'll go to shaded. And we will update. So here we are. The fixtures are highlighted. I'll bring them back using Control M again, but now using -1 feet. Make sure they sit right on top. And that looks good, but it looks even better if we send that layer to the back. Notice the details of the lines on the fixtures themselves. Right click, send, or Control B, send to back. And now we get all that really nice hidden line details. To me, that works very well. I mean, we get the background, flat, abstract, black and white lines, and we highlight the fixtures with data visualization on top. And as a bonus, we get that really nice hidden line details. And that works very well. I mean, we could stop there, and for a very simple rig, that would work. But I don't know about you guys, but on my computer at least, if I wanted to render something like this in hidden line, well, it would take days. It would take forever. So as you might have noticed, this is not exactly hidden line, but it still serves the purpose of being flat and like abstract at the back. So let's start with this. I have a very simple viewport of a setup I just built in a pinch, just for this example here. And it's in shaded right now. And what I want to do is, instead of flipping to hidden line, which will take forever, I'll go to background render settings. I'll remove textures. I'll remove colors. I'll add on the draw edges. And then in the lighting option, I'll boost this all the way up to like 90, 95. And I really like ambient occlusion, but 50% is way too much. Let's start with 15 maybe. I'll click OK, and I'll re-render that. Let's see if we get what we want. So this is a very nice version of a black and white that's kind of hidden line, but doesn't take hours and hours to render. I think it looks really good. And now I want to add the data visualization on top. So I'll go copy, or Control C, of course, and then paste in place. Same method, Control M to get the move selection by 1 feet. It's right there. And let's change this to add the data visualization on top. Now notice a little troubleshooting here. If you just click update, nothing changed on this viewport. That's because when we set up the first one, we removed the colors. So I'll go back to background render settings and then add the colors. I'll click OK. I'll go to layers now and I'll remove everything except my fixtures, which are on the light plot. And then I'll update it again. Now I'll move it back into place, Control M, but I'll remove the minus to move it back 1 feet. And we're sitting right on top. And now let's say something changes. Well, now you have 2 viewports to update. So to really make this clear, let's say we go back here and there is a new truss that's added. Well, I'm adding more fixtures on the floor as well. This is just for the example. I'll add it right in the center here. So if I go back to here, simply click and then update, we're only updating the top viewport, which is not what we want to do. We want to update both at the same time. Let's click update to see what it would look like. So it updated, but only the top viewport with the fixtures only. So yeah, of course, you could move it out, update the back one, and re-update the top one, but that doesn't make any sense. But by holding the Alt key before selecting something, as you're probably aware, you're selecting everything under your selection rectangle. So we're pretty much selecting both on top of the other, and now when we click enter, our dual viewports will be updating. The back one with the trussing in this case, and the top one with the fixtures. So that's the only thing you have to keep in mind once you start using that method, is that you'll always need to update both viewports at the same time. And using Alt and selecting just really makes this super easy. And that's it. That's how I use dual viewports to get data visualization on top of a black and white render. Hopefully you use it as much as I do and you find this kind of helpful. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.